talk about this, Marissa, the winter storm that is going to be smashing into the deep south, starting out there in about 48 hours, I know. But we already have the winter storm watches in effect that span for tons of states.
Yeah, about 30 states that are included. And you talk about impacts, and it's going to vary from snow to ice. And really that big concern for folks that'll be dealing with even a little bit of that ice accretion. And some of the models right now depicting a tenth of an inch of accretion all the way up to half an inch. And the higher you get with that amount, the worse it would be, especially when it comes to power outages. And then, Bob, you consider just the cold in the wake of it. So it's not just getting through the winter storm. It's about some of that really deep cold that's going to keep some of that ice in place, making it difficult to get around, obviously, and also for those power outages.
It's such a good point. And we talk about this Arctic high that's bleeding in. It's going to be setting up shop over North Dakota by Friday afternoon. That's going to bring wind chills over minus 50 Fahrenheit for northern parts of Minnesota, North Dakota. Just a testament to how cold this air mass is. That's going to be shooting all the way down to close to the Gulf Coast. But then on the flip side, as you know, Marissa, we've got the warm air coming up out of the Gulf, out of the Pacific, and that's going to cause some problems.
Yeah, we're going to be extending our coverage the weekend. We're going to have crews that are spanned out across some of the highest impact cities, and we're going to be getting people through every step of the way.
Yeah, we sure are. And one of those people that are going to be out there in the snow when it eventually happens is going to be meteorologist Jane Menard. She's going to be camped out in Jersey somewhere, because when we see that, Matt, when I-95 gets blasted, it doesn't happen very often. So let's get some specifics on this storm. We're going to head up to New York City. Jane Menard, you've been following the trends over the last couple of hours now, and we're watching these alerts expand eastward and hadn't even started yet.
This has just been incredible to watch this story evolve, and it will continue to, which is why you've got to stay here with Fox Weather. But really the big story evolving here this afternoon has been the uptick in our snow totals for the I-95 corridor. You take a look at our day planner. This kicks in for the weekend, Saturday, and then especially come Sunday and now into Monday. This kind of prolonged event that continues through the start of next week. That means travel halted, quite literally, not just across the southern plains, across the southeast, but we take it into the northeast as snow continues to fill in on this forecast, expecting all of our major airport hubs to effectively be shut down. I know a lot of airlines have already started those travel waivers, so if you do have plans coming up this weekend, I would check in there. Here's the latest snow forecast, expecting to see the possibility of 2 feet of snow somewhere on the I-95 corridor, Washington, D.C., and perhaps up into southern New England. That brings Boston, New York, Philly into the fold. Just to tell you what we've been watching, this was our model trend from this morning, right? The previous model runs, which brought the core of that 2-foot snow potential down across parts of the mid-Atlantic and not so much up across parts of New England. But look how things have changed this afternoon. A lot more purple on this map. And so that goes to show that we have this developing coastal low that is going to override and kind of cut over the cold air that's settled in and now breed an environment to increase those snow totals. The last time we've seen more than a foot of snow, you have to go back several years. For Philadelphia, 10 years, 2016, the last time we had more than a foot of snow in the forecast. Boston, New York, you go back to the beginning of this decade, 2021, 2022. So in a lot of ways, we are kind of dusting off the rust because we've had such a measly winter the last couple of years. But this one is looking to be a pretty significant storm. So like we've been talking with our messaging in the south, I think definitely across parts of the mid-Atlantic and now into the northeast, making sure that we have the tools that we need, the plan in place to get through this weekend into the start of the week. This is that coastal low I was talking about, strengthening and deepening as it moves off the mid-Atlantic and offshore the northeast. By Sunday, that's when we're purely getting in that snow belt. So, Bob, definitely an interesting story evolving here, but nonetheless, snow, ice, it is going to be significantly disruptive as we head through the start of this weekend and beyond.
Yeah, it's going to be changeable, too. So we're going to want to see what the model trends do, especially over the next 48 hours. And then, of course, we'll be following it real time for the entirety of this storm because it's going to be a long life with this thing. Thank you, James.